how are you? And welcome back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. I hope everybody's well and they've stayed nice and warm, and they've done all the Christmas shopping, all the glorious food and festiveness and everything like that. I've just finished mine this morning. It is now 1 o'clock this afternoon, and I thought now I need to get in here and do my wonderful subscribers a video. Right, I've had a request of a gentleman from Southern Ohio, David again. He asked me if I could do him a winter forest wreath, because every time he's tried to do one it seems to get a bit looking more like Christmassy. So I'm going to give it a bash for you, David. And I've got a few things on here. Oh, and he also asked if I'd got any birds to put in it, something like a bird in blue in colour or something like that, or red. Well, I did have some blue, I'd not got red, but I had to dig them out of my storage and I found them. So we're going to go through what we've done first. We're working on a 12-inch wreath, and first of all, right, I've got out some berries. Now I've got out brown berry, like these brown creamy berries, but I've also got, I want to use the last of these before I use the new stems, some blueberries. We're having a blue coloured bird, so I don't know which one yet to place, because the reason I may place the brown ones is because I want to add in some maple where it's gone light brown and it's going to obviously go darker brown and fall off the trees. So I don't know, I'm not sure, guys. So they're the maple and the berries. I've also got out some pine cones, what my neighbour brought me round. I'll just grab a few. These beautiful pine cones, they've not opened, guys, and they're so heavy. So I've switched my glue gun on because I've tried to see if I can open one up and it's just solid. So I think I'm going to have to glue them on, or whichever position I'd like them to sit, I will glue them on. I've got out a few of these cypress leaves, the straight ones, as well, to place in and around, perhaps in and around the wreath. I've also got out my beautiful conifer. I started chopping and then I thought, oh, let's just start the video. So I brought two stems out and a couple of oddments. So I thought, let's just start the video. Now I've got these twigs, because obviously there's trees in the forest that their leaves have fell off and they're just left with the twigs. Now I've got two colours here. I've got the brown and I've got, these are thicker, much thicker, these ones. And I've got these green ones. Look at the thickness of that. So I don't know whether to incorporate both or just one of either colour. So we'll see as we go along which one, how it balances out. I've got some fern I want to put around the edge, because in a lot of forests you see a lot of fern, so I want to place some fern around the edge. Now I found these, I was looking for, what was I looking for? I was looking for the twigs, and I found these in a bucket. Now these have gone like a dark green, well, an olive greeny brown. They look a bit like boxwood, but I thought with them in that colour, there's only a few here, I could use them as filler and just place them in the wreath also. And again, I found some little pines that I've got, some tiny rubbery textured ones. That's the size that they come. They are actually 7 inches long. Isn't that ditty? Isn't that just so tiny? So I may use those as filler again around the inside. Now I've got these, and I know I've not long purchased these, and I knew I've not used them yet. So David, I'm going to use them on yours. These are pines, just like it look like fern, the shape of them, but they are pines. So I'm going to obviously manipulate it, move it around, fluff it up a bit, and use these in it also. There's 50 here. I'm not saying I'm going to use all 50, David, but we'll see. And then I've got 50 of these again that I've recently purchased but not used. And these are some more pines. They are rounded all the way around and they are fabulous. They feel actually so real. When I looked at them, I was debating, oh, I don't know. And then in the end I thought, let's go for it. And I'm glad I did. I really am glad I did. They are wonderful to feel. So that, David, is what... Oh, and the birds. The birds. Let's get the birds. The only blue in colour birds I've got, David, you may like this, is peacocks. That's the only blue in colour, where they sit on the tree and they lean over like that. And I thought, I'd not got a robin, or, you know, I'd run out of those. So I was looking for other natural forest birds. And there was as beautiful as they are, I just, you know, there wasn't blue. So I thought, well, I like peacocks. I've got a thing about the colours on the feathers on the peacocks. They are absolutely sublime. So I thought, why not? Let's get one in. I've got two here. So again, I may put one in. I may sit one there and one along it, or I may bring one down here, or meet up. I don't know. I just, you know, I may put both or just one. They were wrapped in bubble wrap right at the back in a box. I finally found them. So that's what we're going to use for our project today. I'm not going to make it really big, because if I make it really big, I'm going to be using a lot of foliage. So I don't want it enormous. So I mean, the length, you know, the length of it, I may take a few off of here. I'm only going to bring it around here. I'm not going like I usually do out here. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit. So, are we ready, guys? So let's take off some of these leaves from the bottom of our fern. So I'm going to measure. I've only took, I think, 5 out, if I can remember correctly. Let's take off those just by pulling them off, or getting a pair of scissors. And I've got different shades, because obviously in a forest or anywhere really, the ferns, you do get them in different shades. So I've got some lighter and some darker. So let's measure that one. So I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Let's get rid of these out of the way. So we're going to place in our fern. Again, I'm not having it enormous like I like. It's only going to come around that height, or in the around the sides and everything. I've been really looking forward to doing this. because I like anything that's green. It is my ultimate favourite colour. And then the last one. Oh my gosh, guys, when I went out grocery shopping this morning, everybody is rushing to get the last minute bits. I just did my normal weekly shop because I'd got everything in for the Christmas. I was all prepared. Right, there's our fern. So I'm going to place in some of the cypress leaves. And again with these, they do come flat like that in transit. So when I get them, I just manipulate the stem with a bit of movement in the main stem, and then just stroke my hand all the way down, just to open the pines up, instead of having them like that. Just to give that natural look of what they'd be like if they were in the forest. I think they're beautiful. My son's at work today, it's his last day. My husband's finished for Christmas. My husband's a workaholic, so the worst thing is for my husband, once he's finished and it becomes, national holidays, he gets bored, like me, sitting around doing nothing. He likes to be, doing something. And I've said to him before I come in here, what are your plans today? He just looked at me and went, I don't know. And I knew he'd be bored, because he's not one for watching much TV. So he's not a fan of television, to be quite honest. The only time he'll watch TV is if, I must admit, he does like watching the Gold Hunters. He does like things like that, or opal hunters. I prefer the opal hunters because of the colours of the opals. I think it's wonderful. But my husband also likes historic programmes as well. See, now I'm not a fan of historic programmes. I seem to lose interest halfway through. It all seems good at the beginning, but then halfway through I lose interest. Let's have a look. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3. Where can I place these? I want to use them all. 1, 2, maybe there, 3. Put one in front of there. Just manipulate the stem and fluff it up. this one here. So I've not, you know, I don't always, excuse me, on things like this have, you know, like I do the triangle position. I don't always do it on things like this, especially when, because it has to look more natural. So they're blending in with each other. So let me just see with these twigs. Should I put them on the back? Yeah, I'm going to put a few on the back. What about the green ones? I may bring them inside because the brown are bigger. Let's have a look. Oh, I've just snapped one off. Oh my giddy Nora. So I'm going to put one at the top. These have got quite long stems again. I just want to cut these up down to keep within the height that I'm choosing to do. And I've got my glue gun on. Finally reminded myself when I realised I couldn't put the pine cones around any wire or pick. Let's just have a look at that. Push that in a little bit more. Do I need any more? Let's see. I don't want to overdo it with the thing is I could do with one down here. Yeah, let's put one down there. Oh gosh, it's making me want to put more in now. Let me hold back. I may put some in later. Let me just push that side. I'll save the brown and I may put some more in at a later stage. But I do want to put the green in. I want to bring the green around this side in here, so let's just place those there. Now, do I put in this one first? And then the corner fruit, yeah. So we're going to place in, let me move all these. It's going to be these first. So we're going to put in our pine needles. And we're going to scatter quite a few around. Let me cut a few stems instead of doing it individually. My son's workplace is having a little bit of a buffet today, because obviously they're breaking up for, they planned it today because some people aren't there tomorrow. I think they close on Sunday, but my son's breaks up today. And he was only there about 5 minutes and gave me a phone call. Mum, I said, yeah. I said, are you coming home then? He says, oh no, I'm ringing up because you know we've got a buffet, don't you, at work? I said, yeah. He says it is enormous. He says, and my boss has asked if any of the staff want to take home some food. We've got 18 big boxes of mince pies. I've just bought mince pies. I bought them, you know, obviously today because it's nearer time to Christmas, so I don't, because there's always mince pies in any shop. They've always got them, and I've just gone and bought some. I mean, I didn't know, so in the end I just said no son, but you can bring some home because I'm sure the old gentleman over the road would love some. We'll give him them. So he can have some mince pies. He may have some, but I'm sure he'll eat them. So he's bringing some home and some other bits for him as well for Christmas. I mean, he doesn't live on his own. He's got his older son living with him, but you know, it's a nice gesture. I like to help people. Think of others. And I treated myself. I'm not a drinker either. I'm really not a drinker. I don't drink alcohol. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like that taste on the back of my throat with it. But each Christmas, I must admit, I do buy myself. Nobody in the family likes it apart from me, but I do buy myself a bottle of Baileys. Just the original, not the orange truffle flavour, just the original flavour, the cream flavour. And guys, I love it. I don't get drunk on it because I sip it. I'm not one for one after the other. Put a few ice cubes in. I've got the ice box ready with them. And yeah, I used to drink a lot when I was younger. I used to like sherry and port. I'm not a wine drinker at all. I don't like wine. Doesn't do nothing for me. And I think after when I have tried it and when I was younger, it used to make my mouth dry. And red wine did as well. So some people like it. I just can't get to grips with it. I don't like alcohol. You know, I'm not saying that other people, you know, it's all people shouldn't drink. No, gosh, bear in mind, guys, when I was younger, I used to always be out drinking, night clubbing. Oh, bring those memories. Seems a long time ago. It really does. Yeah. Give help to charity to those that need it. That's me. Right. I could start coming inwards with these because again, I do have the conifer and I also have those. So I may do one more around, bringing them slightly in. So let's see, I may just put 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Put those on the floor a moment. Just put another 5, but bringing them slightly inwards to the centre, just so they're not all on the outer perimeter. Let me curl them. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just bending the main stem instead of having them like that. I'm just putting a little bend in here around the centre and then bringing it back on itself and then holding the tip and then just running my hand back down again so they open up to give it a better look than just being like that. So and sometimes I'll put a twist on it where it's like that, because some of them do go off in another direction, again to add a bit more interest. So let's get these in. Again, I'm bringing these slightly inwards. One. Yeah. Bring it there, or do I put it there? Something's drawing my eye to the bottom to place it. Like that. Right, conifer. Let me cut this one down because we're going to need more than those. I'll do what I usually do when I'm just on my own working. Open them all up and just swivel around. Right, and with these again, the main middle stem is the one that moves. These outer ones I've got no wire in. So, and I tend to just open them up slightly, not too forceful because they will come off. So, just again to give these the movement, to blend in and mix alongside all the pine. Let me cut these down a little bit shorter as well. I'm going to do the same with these. Just place them around. Let's just have a look. That needs to go back a little bit. Blend in. I've got little bits like this, twigs hanging, what's incorporated into the grapevine, but I'm leaving that for the woody effect. Usually I tidy it up, but on this occasion again, for the forest theme, I will leave it in. Again, I'm just spreading the conifer leaves out. that underneath. And I'm not putting a bow on it either. Again, it's not a celebration wreath, it's just a wreath of a woody effect, well, forest effect, but that's all it is. See that that's just poked right out, but we'll get that when we go round. Bring those two forward. So what I'm going to do with these conifers, the centre one with the wire, I'm going to push it towards the back and bring the other two forward. I'm going to do the same on all of them. So it's got a bit of the conifer at the back as well. The same with that one. Bend that back. And that's coming in. I will turn it around, everybody. I just want to make sure that I'm on awkward side, as I always say. I can get that things positioned. And that's slightly forward. By filling it up. So that's it with your conifer. I may add some more, but I'll keep those there. Because again, with these, I just want to be placing some on like that around. So I'm going to use this boxwood as well. It looks like boxwood. Couple long, I think. This I'm just going to place a bit around, just dot it in, whether it be in between here near the back It's just to add a little bit of texture in and around, and also to fill in maybe a few gaps that I see. It won't be the same once we break up for the holidays. I won't have no dirty nails. They'll all be clean. It's just not going to be the right. I'll hang on to the other boxwood, because I may bring those in. Oh my gosh, this glue. I can see it glistening all across everywhere. Where's it coming from? Oh, that's save that. Let's start inserting a few of these. Again, I don't know how many I'm going to use. Let's just cut the stems on them. I don't want them that long. Instead of having them about 4 inch, I'm just leaving about a 2-inch stem. So they're all cut. Right. Let's start placing these beauties in. Oh, don't they look wonderful? Oh, I watched another film last night. After tea. It's a very popular, well, I say popular, it's been on many times. But the old ones are the best. Even my husband watched it. The Secret Garden. Oh, it's lovely. Again, another happy ending. It was really nice. Let's just have a look how that's sitting. I want to push that conifer slightly back, that leaf. So to do that, I need to place one just in front of it. Let me just see about the bird. So I do want it this side. Yeah. One step at a time. So a lot of these in here are pine. Oh, I just flick glue on my trousers. Just again doing the awkward side. Oh, I've done it again. I know what I did to do it, and I didn't realise. Oh, goodness gracious me. How clumsy. I can't be clumsy for Christmas. The reason I didn't, because it's a woody wreath, I didn't go for pines with, you know, snow effect on. You can, you know, because obviously a winter woody wreath, but I wanted it to be the beginnings of winter, before the snow falls effect. Thought that may look pretty. If you wish, then you could either get some snow spray and just spray it with some snow on the tips or something. I mean, I've got snow spray, so if I got one and where is it? Oh, I do this every time, guys. Snow spray. You could just use that. Get your snow and just give it a bit of a flock on the ends. But the reason, I mean, David said his main, you know, looks more of a Christmas theme, so hence the reason I'm not putting the snow on, because we don't want it to give it that Christmas look. We just want a forest wreath. But it's once I put that peacock in and the berries, that will be your colour to uplift it and give it that nice beautiful bit of colour in your wreath. So just having greens Because not everybody just likes green, you know, just green in colour. They want something with it. Put one more in here. Wonder if I need any more. I think one there. Just here. So we'll hold on to those as well. I've got some of those left. I don't want to use all of them. Some of my beautiful birds out the way. Right, what I want to do is now shorten them by bringing in what I've got left of these. I couldn't see any more, so I'm hoping I've got enough. And what I'm going to do with these again is like filler, because they're a pine. I'm coming right in, right towards the centre, and I'm laying them that way. I'm not sticking them outwards, I'm laying them flat. I'm giving them a bit of movement, you know, in the main stem, but I am laying them flat, or virtually flat. I don't want them sticking. If they do stick out, I don't mind them sticking out a little bit, you know, but not to the point like these are. And I'm just going to place them in and around. Probably not got enough. Let's just cut these. And I'm going again right near the centre. In the wrong way. I didn't follow the way of the pattern with the leaf. That's better. Just remove the glue. Quick look, get rid of that glue string. bend that slightly up and cut. I think I could. So I've placed some of those little ones inside the centre, and I could do the same with the boxwood. Join in some of these around the centre as well, and again we do have our berries, so they could go in and around. Let's have a look at the blue one. No, the blues don't stand out very well. So I think I cut about 3 pieces of these little ones out. So I'm going to place one here. Oh, I can't believe Santa's coming soon. It's getting closer and closer. I see something. Let's just have a quick look. Now, before I go any further though, I wonder if, see, this is where all my ideas start. I've got my old puncher. I wonder if I could, now I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. Oh guys, let's have a look. Let me measure how deep that is. Well, that's gone in about 4 mil, half a cent, just under 4 or 5 mil. So, because they're heavy, one moment. Oh, I'm not going to sift through them, I'm just going to bring a few. Grab them. Oh my good gracious me, I've dropped some. Oh gosh. Let's just bring a few. A few of my stems that I cut off and save. Let's see. That looks a bit big. Keep going a minute. Want to see, they're very tough. No, that one doesn't work. I can't get them in, so I may have to just glue them on. Yeah, I may have to. I was thinking I could place those on. I'm going to incorporate the odd longer stem of this. And just to give another bit of different texture. dot it around. How many have I got? 3. Place one near that bit. Then one there. Just behind. So, let me just check now with my makeup. Again, if it looks too much, I won't incorporate it. Oh no, then that's giving me the more of a Christmassy theme. Let me just I've got it in red, but I don't want red. I'm trying to think of all the different woody things that you get in woods. Gosh, I've got that much I can't see. I don't know. Twigs, let me see those. Doesn't matter if you don't see them very much. Let me attach one of the birds. So it looks like he's sitting on the branch. I wonder if I could attach him to that. So he's got a clip on the back of it. Does he need to be higher up? I think he may need to be higher up. I'm sure I'll take that off and place a pick in it. I think I will. Perfect. Something a bit stronger than just the wire ones that I use. So where I've pulled the clip out, I'm placing a picket or a stem from one of the flowers to make it into a pick. Now let's get all the glue off me. Better. What's that happening? Just tidying it up underneath. Look at the beautiful peacock feather. Oh, now let's see where I need to place it. I think there, guys. I think it needs to be placed there. And do I need to place this one on? I'll place that one there as well. Let me have a look to see where it would be better positioned. makes it look like it's going up and out. It seems to look better with them both together. Or one. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to take that one out as well. So I want to thinner pick. I'm going to place a pick in this one, just in case I decide to add both. I'm just removing any of the glue that's seeped out as I push the stem in. Oh gosh, I just can't get it up. I'll just place that there. To hold it there. Something like that, if I hold it from the back, whether it look nice like that with two of them together, because I think when I looked at it with one, it looked lonely. This seems to be wobbling. It seems to be lonely by itself. One moment guys, this one's wobbling. I'm going to pull it out, his tail. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to re-glue it in. Make sure I re-glue it the correct side. Go where the opening is. Oh, I've not turned my glue gun on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what am I like? Let's give it some glue and push that back in. I hope it goes in. Better. So yeah, so if I come and stand outwards and I want to have a proper look, I think as you're looking at it, right, that one bird does look quite nice, but then if I added two, if I just place that one there, it's the direction that that bird's going, because they're not wired and it can't turn its tail. So maybe just the one. Or do I place it this side? There's a pair of peacocks in the tree. I don't know, I can't make my mind. I like it both. No, something's telling me one. Just keep one. So I'm going to keep one. So I'm going to place this where I can see this popping out, so I know how long to cut the stem. Quite a bit on so it holds them in. Just make sure that I put him in the right position. I can see a hole with that there to place it. Push a bit of force. Like that. Yeah, I think one. I'm going to wrap this one back up. I'll place an hole through there so I can wrap it up properly. Put those on the floor. Right, again. Now, immediately by these maples, because they're light, I thought they would look quite nice, but it's telling me no, it's becoming a bit more of a Christmassy theme, and I don't want that either. So I'll remove the maple away, take it out of my mind and thought of using it. Put those there. So, green twigs, I want to get those in as well. I don't know how many I've got. Again, I may incorporate some more brown. I just want to add some twigs again, but not just at the back. Gosh, they are quite thick. I may have to break some up. Or I could shape these to make them thinner at the bottom by putting a 45-degree angle on one side and then a 45-degree angle on the other side to make a point so it goes in easier and thins it out slightly. Just have to look for a nice big enough hole to place them in. The size of that. That is humongous. I'm gonna cut that down. I can't place that in. I've not got an hole big enough for it. Oh, I can't see. I really can't see. I try my hardest to do it this way. That's there. I definitely want one up here near the bird. Let me just shape this. If I could do a 22-degree angle, it might be better. Here, do the same one here, but 22-degree angle instead, guys. It seems to work much better. This one behind here. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. I'll never get that in. Right, I'm going to place one behind peacock around here. Just move. Bring that there as well. I'm going to use any more of those. Just wondering whether to place an odd brown one in, but cut little pieces off. Again, I don't want to overdo it with the twigs. So I'm going to cut them quite singular, so they've not look like they're a bunch. And I'm going to stick some of these onto the pine on the slight outer, well, middle section. I've got the glue stuck to my ring and it's following me. So, and then I'm going to try and get those pine cones in. Stick that one there. One more here. Right, I'll turn it around then. So that's what we've got with the twigs. I'm not going to use any more. I think, you know, you can overdo it. As much as it adds a lot of interest and, you know, makes it look beautiful and natural, I don't want to just keep placing them in. I just want you to see them, you know, if you take, somebody has a look and has, you know, spots them in the background hovering around, then that's wonderful. But I don't want them all, you know, covering it. Place those out of my way. So we're going to get onto the pine cones. We're going to see, and then we're going to do the filling in. These are, oh gosh, so heavy. So first of all, because it's at the top, I'll get a smaller one. Right, now the glue gun is on. How do I want it placing first? Let me just check the position I want it to sit. Yeah, that one. So I'm not going on gluing it underneath, I'm gluing down the side of it there. And I'm going to place it just where those little twigs are. And I've just, so it's sitting on there, and also got the fern and everything behind it to hold it in place. Now that one is really big and heavy. Take that one. And this one I'm gluing under the bottom. And I'm going to place that where that twig is. Sits. Just hold it a minute till it starts to dry. Again, because they are really exceptionally heavy. Give it a bit of support. It'd be nice if I could get some out here, but because of the weight, I mean, I have got some of the others, but I do like this shape. Let's see. me just look at the others that I've got. Because I know I put some on picks before I packed all my Christmas things away. But the boxes in here. There's one on a pick. The other, the more traditional looking ones, I think what we tend to use. I've even got lotus heads, but no, that's Christmassy. That one. Oh, that's a nice colour. No, I forgot any more of those. Look at that for a colour. Like a red. A cedar red. They've got snow on. And there's one on the pick as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get another one. 5. So this box under here is where I've got all this sort of thing. Cinnamon sticks, oranges, slices, all things like that. Because the thing is, I do want to bring some out. I don't just want them sitting in the centre. You know, I'd like to bring the odd one out here. So I have got 1, 2, 3, because they're not really seen too much. So let's just bring the odd ones out. And again, I don't want them too far out, because I want to keep them within. So I'm going to place where this twig is. I want to mix it in with pine so it sits quite flush and nice. And I want one down here where the other side where the bird is. I can see a gap there. Just add that one there. I'm going to place one up here also. Just behind this one. I can see. Being in the background. I think I could do one down here. So let's get not in there. Another one. Just take that bottom off. I go near the middle of my pan on this occasion because the glue melts more around the sides, and I've got lots of glue in. The centre glue hasn't melted to the same consistency, and it's slightly thicker. So with weighty things, I go to the centre of the glue pan where I can get the thicker glue to hold, you know, more weighty items or elements. So again, I think I want one around here. There's a gap there. Again, just in the background, because again, it's not going to be Christmas theme. Nothing's telling me around here. So let's put it in the back here. Even if you can barely see it either, or you could just see it popping through. Like that. Doesn't that look wonderful? Now, I don't think I actually need any more, so get those to the side. I want to use some, I don't want to overdo it with these either, because again I don't want it to look too much of a Christmas theme. I just swivel it, see what it's like somewhere at the back. Slightly intermingled with it. And then we need to start filling in with these. What I'm going to do with these, because I've got no smaller ones in these, I'm going to chop the top piece off, so I'm left with that. Let's do 5 to start with. I'm not going to glue those berries in yet, guys, because I'm still contemplating. I need a stem on these, so I'm cutting just the last few bits off of the bottom, a few pine needles, just so I've got a little bit of a stem. I don't want a long stem, so I can place it in the centre. Just for filler. I'm just taking off about 1 inch of the pine needles, you know, so again I don't want to deeply set it, but I just need that little bit of a stem. Plus we've got the other bits of foliage down there that we can also use again. Put that one as well. Let's see where I could place this last one. I think here, somewhere, it's almost tiny down here. Let me just stand back. Trying to think what I I've got lots. Oh, I've got some more cypress seeds there. Didn't see those. Didn't I see those? Oh my god, look what I found. Swadmans. I've just found 4 stems. 4 stems of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. They're definitely going in. Gosh, I'm getting hot now, my heater's on. I can't win me. I mean when it's cold, I mean when it's hot. Just place one up there. You know, if I go through my bucket, I bet I've got more of these. I'm just terrible for allowing things to fall to the back. And then I've also, now with these, a bit too much. Some more different coloured fur. Yeah, they're a bit too, not the right sort that I'm, oh, I thought I'd find another one then. Not the sort that I'm actually looking for. And that's that bucket where I've got everything in. What to use that? That's not woody enough for me. That Do I or don't? I think that might make it look too Christmassy. It's not holly, it's actually ivy. You know, ivy grows up trees. No. Again, a woody effect is more, in my eyes anyway, of a green looking leaf. Not with much colour. If you just want it in greens anyway. See, and I do have the grasses. I've got grasses with red tips. Oh, I've got lots of these. I just want to, I like to try all sorts, because you get wild grass, you know, in, it's got red tips, if you can see. I mean, I wouldn't put the full bunch in like that. I'd probably just scatter it around. Let's just break a few off, or cut a few. I'm going to do that, guys. And I'm just going to glue these onto the grapevine, not in it, onto it, because they're only that bare grass. So you'd need to place a pick on it if you wanted to insert it, because they're very fine. And I'm just going to attach it to other things in here as well, you know, like the conifer, just to give that bit of extra grassy effect. It's just this last minute thing, something I know I need. I mean, I've got some vine up there, but I don't know, it don't look the right sort of vine that I need for this effect. Well, you may not see all of this grass popping out, but you know, it's not meant to be all popping out and on show. It's just some little strands placed in, you know, and dotted around, in and at the back. Oh, I've got to put those in yet. I'm just mixing it up with things. What's that one behind there? Oh, I've got lots of these. That's another phase of mine I went through, bare grass. I loved it. I think when I very first started, and I got my hands on some, oh my good gracious me, guys, I must have bought the shop. I loved it. I couldn't get enough, if I'm being quite honest. Want to place one under here. I'm just looking where I think I may need it. I think it's somewhere around here. And because I can manipulate this, I'm going to deeply set that in as well. I'm just going to move some from one area to another like that, so it doesn't look just one big cluster, so it's within. I didn't want it sticking out like I would if I maybe doing a Christmas wreath. I want it deeply in, and then just manipulating the actual berries into a different, you know, so they're not all in a cluster. So that one, put that down there. In fact, and then this last one. I'll bring that here actually. So let me come and have a look, because if I'm not happy, I quite like that, guys. I could just see something where I need to be placing some foliar. Some foliar. Sounds like I'm making a song. Here, I can see a gap, and here, and through there. I can see a gap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to cut that short. Take that last one off. And that one. And that one. Twist them around so they're not all the same, and place those in. So it's here. I could see that. There, right through there. Also there to fill that bit in. Through there. I might get another one of those and just dot them around on the inner side. Do the same. I'm just twisting the stem, bending it and then bringing it back on itself and twisting the leaves so it's not just flat. Just to give it that bit of movement and widen it so it can fill in the area. It's one there. So I'm just basically bending the stem to one side and then twisting the leaves back up some so they're facing the opposite way to what these are. think there's one there. Throw that in. Those either now. Just get rid of all these pines. You can see glue string. It's on me as well. Check if there's any at the back. I think something's needed here. In fact, so that's another thing I wanted. So I'll use this because it's out. I spotted it from the back earlier, and I knew I needed something there because that just looks slightly lonely by itself. So again, I'll just check it over and glue. Right, come and have a final look, guys. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm very picky, guys, when it comes to the glue. If I can see it, I have to grab it. I mean, I do go over them, and as I've stated before, either with a hairdryer or with a brush. I've just seen a stem poking out the back here. That's naughty of me. That's it, no more. Right. So I hope you enjoyed that. A bit different, and again, I love different. I always love different, me. Thanks to David's wonderful idea. A bit of a woody effect, winter woody arrangement. And again, I've not gone too far out. And it's just basically you've got your ferns, your conifers, your cypress leaves, your pine needles, your pine leaves as well, bits of grass because you get grass on the floor and things like that, your berries, your pine cones, and your twigs that are where the leaves have fallen off the branch, and then a few small bits of smaller pine needles in the centre, and of course your beautiful blue peacock sitting on a branch. Isn't that divine? I loved it. My husband will like this. I know he will. Oh, one moment, guys. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah, say welcome, mummy. Yes, I know. I knew I could hear him. I'd got the lock on the door. So yes, I hope you like that, David, and I hope you it doesn't look too Christmassy for you. Well, Christmassy for you, and it looks, you know, like a forest green, winter forest green wreath, with again the pine needles due to it being that time of year. So I didn't want to add in any floral. I just wanted the pines and the conifers and the ferns. That's basically all. And the odd bit of boxwood I put in just for a little texture, but I didn't put too much in because I didn't want it to look like it was a house wreath, you know, what you'd got to have on your garden. So I only wanted to add that because of the colour. That's why I broke it up into tiny pieces. So yes, I loved enjoying that, and I'm so glad I kept the brown berries in, because they're keeping in the woody effect, you know, with the brown twigs. So I'm glad I kept the brown instead of having the blue, because I didn't want the blue to take off from the actual peacock. So I'm pleased with myself, I kept that. So again, I hope you all enjoyed it. Just send us a little message, David, if you think that's alright, and if you like it, and if it's what you was thinking of. So I know I've done my job for you properly. So again, I hope you all enjoy it. If you give it a go, it's something different instead of just adding floral. I enjoyed it. I was really looking forward to doing this, because my favourite colour is green, and I was just using green, so I was in my element with that. I couldn't show how much excitement, because I had to try and be professional at the same time, but oh my gosh, I was overjoyed. Thanks, David. So I might actually keep this for myself. You know, because I say whenever I've got green things, I just want it all for myself, because, you know, it's my colour. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoy your Christmas holidays. This is my last video for today. I won't be doing one obviously over the weekend, or obviously Christmas Day. I'm not sure when I may come back and do a video. Who knows, it may be sometime next week, you know, just after Christmas. I may do one but just before New Year, but then obviously have the New Year's holiday, have a couple of days off there as well. So, you know, to celebrate the New Year, because it's my son's birthday, New Year's Eve as well. So, Brandon, my autistic son. So, you know, so I hope you all guys, you know, have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, and that Santa brings you much joy, fun, excitement and surprises. And I hope you have a jolly day, guys. I hope you have, again, lots of family memories, good memories, and celebrate the festiveness, and have a prosperous New Year and good health. Really, guys, I really do mean it. And but at the same time, stay safe. Don't get too drunk. I won't. So just enjoy yourselves, guys. Let yourself go. You're on the Christmas holidays. Let yourself go and have a fabulous time with your family or friends or whomever. You know, even if it's with just you and your loved one, enjoy. You know, sit cuddling up watching Christmas films. Sit having a little buffet between yourselves after your Christmas meal and having a few little Christmas drinks together. Whatever it may be, or with your children, have a great time, guys, because I know I will, because I love Christmas, and I know Santa thinks I've been a good girl, so Santa's coming to see me. I know this. Well, I get that feeling. I've already had one Christmas present off Santa. Unfortunately, I didn't know what it were. It came in a box from a friend. She knows who she is. I rang her last night, and it was unexpected, and I'm thinking, what have I ordered? So I opened it, saw it in Christmas paper, and I opened it, and then there was a card who it was from. I'm not saying her name, but if she does watch my videos, so if she watches this one, naughty girl. So, but I'm very grateful, but I've had an early present from Santa. So, thank you, Santa. So guys, again, enjoy. All the best, and I hope you have a great time. And I will see you after Christmas. If I may put a message on to say when I'm going to do another video, you know, I may just text on the YouTube channel or just do a small short video saying, oh guys, I'll be doing a video tomorrow or whatever. Who knows, but I will surely let you know, guys. So all the best, good health, and have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas. God bless. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Oh, Santa's coming. Come on, Molly, Santa's coming. Oh, before I go, guys, let me do a close-up, because I know David likes close-ups and other people do too. So I'm just going to take it off my stand. Oh, sorry, David. There's the bird. Look at the peacock. And then there's all the different cypress leaves, your pine needles, your grass, your different pines, your conifer, your pine cones, your brown berries, a little bit of a boxwood there, not much, your twigs, if you can see it there. That's what I mean, you won't see them much. I'm trying to see where there is one actually. Oh yeah, at the bottom, look, your twigs there, and some green one here, just incorporated in the colour of the pines. And again, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, guys. All the best again, and Merry, Merry Christmas. Love you all. Bye.